Hi, and welcome to The Fitness Doctor on ESPN 730, the program where we address your exercise, nutrition, and overall health needs. My name is Aaron Cannady, and now an exercise physiologist in the School of Sports Sciences at Wingate University, the Fitness Doctor, John Acquaviva.
Thank you, Aaron. I love it. Each week, the gets a little more emphasis. I love that. Keep doing that, my man. Hey, folks, today our topic is therapeutic massage. This is more than just a back rub, folks. This is an occupation where the therapists are often degreed and virtually always certified, and these people know the muscular, nervous, and skeletal systems. We know there are a lot of viewers and listeners that have experienced this form of therapy, but we also know that there are a lot who haven't. We'll have more right after this, but first let's hear from our in-studio producer, Aaron.
This segment's rundown includes in-studio guest Brianna Barbee, the quick Q&A with Dr. A, social media breakdown, and fitness nuts in the news.
Okay, folks, my special guest today is Brianna Barbee, a North Carolina licensed massage and bodywork therapist, and is employed at LaVivda Massage here in Charlotte at the Promenade Shopping Center. Brianna, welcome and thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
By the way, we were talking off air that you knew the magic route to get here, and we have a bunch of traffic problems here in this area, so we'll get together on that a little later, all right?
Great.
Okay, a little more from you in a few minutes. Brianna, still stick around. A little more on our topic of the day. I think many people feel that they know the benefits of therapeutic massage and that it loosens tight muscles and helps us go about our day a little easier. While that is true, there's a lot more to it. Today, we'll be discussing the numerous benefits of this aspect of health and hope to clear up some of the misconceptions associated with massage. Along the way, we hope to hear from our listeners. Aaron, before we go on, what's the social media breakdown?
If you have a question regarding therapeutic massages or would like to request a future topic, follow us on Twitter at Woo Fitness Doctor or like our page on Facebook at WU Fitness Doctor or reach out to us via email at woofitnessdoctor@wingate.edu.
Perfect. I like it.
And now, a segment called The Quick Q&A with Dr. A. This is where I shoot a couple questions to the doc to get us rolling on the day's conversation. Doc, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Question number 1. Are all massage therapists degreed and certified?
They're all certified. In fact, I think it's a statewide regulation that they all are certified, but certainly the places that I know of, they require that they're certified. So in other words, they don't just come in and have a strong pair of hands. They actually have some knowledge background, and they go through a fairly strict certification process. So yes.
Question number 2. Will a massage make the pain go away in my injury?
No, in fact, massage is generally meant for something else, but it could. It depends on the level of injury. For instance, if it's a first-degree strain, massage would help it because it'd bring more blood to that area. But some injuries would need an MD. So not in all cases, I'll say, that it makes the pain go away from an injury.
And question number 3. Why are some massage therapists better than others?
That's hard to say. I would think that partly it's knowledge, experience, a strong pair of hands, and also knowing their client and understanding exactly what the person's dealing with. So first of all, I would say that some are better than others, but I would also say it's a wide variety of responses on why one would be better than the other.
All right, it's the quick Q&A of the day. Now, back to the doc.
All right, let's get in the conversation with Brianna. Brianna, tell me a little bit more about you and LaVivda. A little background.
Well, I am the center director at LaVivda Massage at the Promenade.
Okay.
I'm also a massage therapist, have been for about 14 years. Part of what I do at the Promenade is I help to promote the sale of franchises as well as to train and educate the massage therapists that we already have. Excuse me. I take care of all customer service issues. We train our therapists to go above and beyond what would typically be the norm in the massage therapy business. We have phenomenal massage therapists. I don't hire just any therapist. If you went to school and you just do Swedish massage, you're probably not going to be the right therapist for me. We have therapists that do everything from Thai massage to lomi that actually went to these places to learn how to do these different modalities.
Okay.
So we're a little bit more advanced. We do a lot of sports therapy and a lot of neuromuscular.
So you wear a lot of hats at LaVivda.
I do.
It sounds like.
I do.
But you're still a licensed massage therapist.
I am.
And how many massages do you give, say, a week or a month?
Personally,
Yes.
I give probably between 4 to 6 a week. And then I work with professional motocross riders in Chesterfield, South Carolina, and I work on anywhere from 10 to 20 a day.
There. Got it. Now, the average massage therapist, for instance, at LaVivda, the full-time ones, how many would they give a week? If you give less than 10, say, are they giving as many as, say, maybe 40 or 50?
I would say probably closer to 25 or 30. When you get to 30 hours, that's full-time for a massage therapist because it's pretty labor-intensive, especially depending on your clients and the strenuous activity you're having to put through.
Got it. Okay, let's talk about the different types of massage that you guys offer. So these are some of the services. Now, is it fair to say, first of all, that a lot or maybe even most of the other therapeutic massage businesses offer similar services, but they probably change from place to place, right?
They do. They offer roundabout most places. You're going to walk in and say, hey, do you offer Swedish and deep tissue? And they're going to say, absolutely, we do that. The more adept therapists and the ones that are more that have more certifications, those tend to be the places that you want to seek out because you are looking for the passion behind the craft and not just a massage technician. So that's what I look for when I'm hiring a therapist. But yeah, most massage places around here are going to offer those basic types of modalities.
Okay, let's talk about the massages that you guys offer. I know you guys offer a lot of services. It would take us probably several minutes just to go through those on a list, right? But let's talk about the actual types of massages. Go through those by name.
Swedish massage is probably one of our most popular. It's a relaxation type of massage that focuses mainly on the surface muscles of the skin.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to come in and relax, Swedish is what they're going to get. A lot of people that come in and ask for deep tissue massage, when in actuality what they mean is deep pressure massage. There's a difference between the two. Deep tissue is actually called deep tissue sculpting, and it goes parallel to the muscle fibers in order to get very deep into the muscle in order to get the knots out. We also do a lot of neuromuscular therapy, which is actually going in and pinning certain muscles and doing certain
What do you mean
actions.
pinning?
You actually
With
pin
your
the muscle
hands?
with your hands. You actually pin the origin or the insertion of the muscle down at the origin insertion,
Yep.
and then do specific techniques in order to get a specific result.
Now, this is an example of what you just mentioned here about knowing the direction of the muscle fibers and knowing the origin insertion, basically where it attaches to the nearby muscle. Because a little bit of anatomy for our listeners and viewers, all muscles attach to a nearby bone.
Correct.
And they don't just float in that area, but there's a point of attachment. And so this is a really good example of how and why the therapists are in need of knowing more than just having good hands, so to speak, and knowing massage, but they need to know the human body well, don't you?
A lot of people think that massage therapists are masseuses or masseurs. We get that word a lot, whereas the massage therapists have to go to school.
Are you offended by those terms, by the way?
Offended? No, but I very gently correct someone. There's a very big
Sometimes you step
difference.
on their foot, right?
You do.
Don't call me
You
that
do.
again. But you would never refer to yourself as that.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, I went to specialized school and specialized training. All of our therapists do.
You've earned it, darn it, right?
You are absolutely
All right.
correct.
Good stuff. No, I appreciate that. In fact, I think a lot of people, whether they're degreed and or certified, that's part of the process is that they want to be viewed as a professional. And there's certain things that we all have to do in our profession of killing misconceptions and myths. And that's one of them that you do. Now, talk about that. What's the difference between a masseur, a masseuse, and a massage therapist? Is it safe to say that they don't have any degrees or certifications?
Masseuses or masseurs typically no, or they would have gone to school in another country, which wouldn't be recognized in the United States.
Got it.
North Carolina has the strongest and strictest regulation of any state in the country, with the exception of New York, when it comes to massage laws. We actually require that you go through at least a 550-hour program to even be certified to
In the
be
state
a
of North
massage therapist.
Carolina?
In the state of North Carolina.
How universal is that in the country? Is that pretty much the same from state to state?
It's pretty much the norm. Right now, there's about 35 states that have legislation. There are certain places in California that do not require legislation to actually be a massage therapist, so anybody can call themselves a massage therapist. There's a danger in that.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to separate ourselves with the education. Our therapists also in North Carolina are required to have 24 hours of continuing education hours every 2 years. So it proves not only are they putting forth the money to keep their license, but they're educating themselves as well.
Along the way, yeah. So in other words,
Absolutely.
nobody's dormant. They're always learning
Correct.
new stuff. And if anything comes out in the field, research-based or otherwise, that they're right on top of that.
They can't get recertified if they don't have that, and the board makes them prove it.
Awesome. And that's just one of the reasons why LaVivda is good, right?
Yep.
But in fairness, that's one of the reasons why these centers are good for everybody, right?
Yes.
Is that the standard is fairly high in North Carolina, and we know that the quality of individual and the background that they have is going to be fairly solid.
Correct. You know that when you're going into a room behind a closed door, at least with a person that has, you can ask to see their license, you can ask to see their insurance. They're required to be insured and licensed, and they must keep it in the room with them. So if there's ever a question about their background, you can always ask for them to prove with their credentials.
Got it. So it sounds like people in California, when a massage therapist walks in from North Carolina, the people in California should be bowing to you guys, right?
They have to go through a pretty strict process to get their license in California, but yeah.
That's good stuff. Listen, let's take a break from this conversation. Let's turn it over to Aaron. Aaron, what do we have right now? Fitness Nuts, right?
Yes, sir. Fitness Nuts in the news, where we find a person or thing, event that is pretty nutty in the fitness or nutrition world. And this is a pretty good topic for the therapeutic massage conversation. The Enduroman Arc to Arc Triathlon.
Enduroman
Arc to Arc Triathlon.
Art A-R-T.
A-R-C-H.
Arc. Oh, got it. Okay, Arc to Arc. Has something to do with St. Louis?
No. It has something to do with, it's a triathlon starting in London and ended in Paris. It starts at the Central London's Marble Arc and ends at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. That's why it's called Arc to Arc.
Wait a minute. Okay, but I thought to go from London to Paris, you have to cross a channel.
Yes, sir.
Or go underwater.
That's part of the triathlon. You start with an just mere 87-mile run to get you going. And then you have to swim the whole English Channel, 22 miles. 22 miles. And then end with a 181-mile bike ride.
I was going to say, are there winners? Are there finishers? Are there people who complete this?
Only 13 people in the history of the race have finished.
And 5,800,000 people have attempted.
Yeah, the world record holder is Mark Bayless, and he finished in a mere 3 days.
3 days.
73 hours. So,
73 hours.
Nothing too big.
I tell you, I sense that the Fitness Nuts, in a way, are getting nuttier with each week. This is going to be hard to top this next Saturday.
I don't know if that can be topped. That's pretty intense.
Now, do you know that a lot of people are aware of this in 1944 when when the Allies, the British, the Russians, and the Americans primarily, they came across the channel to fight the Germans in France. They came across in boats.
Yeah, well,
right?
They weren't nutty enough.
I know. I think that was pretty nutty in
enough.
itself, but I know what you mean. That is amazing that most people would take a boat, but these people swim. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but in a traditional triathlon, it's not anywhere near 22 miles of swimming.
No, I don't know the exact amount. But
and when is this held? Is this an annual event? Or
this is an annual event. Matter of fact, it was just held last week.
Oh my God! And the winner again. There was a guy who actually finished.
They didn't have the results posted on their website.
He's probably still in the hospital. That's why.
Exactly. He's probably waiting for his therapeutic massage.
I was going to say he's in need of a deep tissue massage for sure. Oh my gosh! And do we know how many people finished it this time? Did you mention that?
No, sir. They didn't have that. They didn't have any of the results posted yet. So I'm pretty sure they just wanted to make sure they were okay before they got to the.
Have you heard anything like this?
No, but I'm going to look into it now.
Yeah, in fact, this is going to, things like this keep you in business, don't they?
That and CrossFit. Those two things keep me in business. Absolutely.
We talk a lot about CrossFit on this program.
They're
and that's
one of
that's one of the things. And motocross, of course, keeps you in business as well. Because those guys have a lot of, and also just everything from the vibration to the movement, that's pretty big stuff.
It is.
Yeah, that's good that people are doing all these nutty things to keep people like you in business. Folks, that's what we're here for, right? People are here to it's just a revolving thing with business. People do crazy stuff, then it keeps people like you going, gives us something to talk about on the radio, and so forth. All right, that's all we have time for in this segment. You're listening to The Fitness Doctor on ESPN 730. We'll be right back more with the program after this message.
Planning your next step in life? Come complete your education in a dynamic, caring environment at Wingate University. Enrollment and construction have skyrocketed in the past 2 decades as students pursue challenging and rewarding degrees in fields like the health sciences, business, and education. U.S. News & World Report has named Wingate University the 6th best value in the South. Visit one of our 3 great campuses, Wingate, North Carolina, Hendersonville, or Charlotte, or check us out at wingate.edu. Major in a great life at Wingate University.
Hi, and welcome back to The Fitness Doctor, the program where we address your exercise, nutrition, and overall health needs. I'm Dr. John Acquaviva, an exercise physiologist in the School of Sports Sciences at Wingate University. Aaron, what do we have for this segment?
This segment rundown includes special in-studio guest Brianna Barbee, more on edge performance training.
No, and more on therapeutic massage. Sorry about that.
Sorry. reading the wrong thing here. The social media breakdown and the takeaway.
Okay, let's get back to it. We're discussing therapeutic massage and the benefits and the myths surrounding this form of health. And the first part of the show, we're talking with Brianna Barbee, as Aaron mentioned. She's a licensed massage therapist, and she runs everything involving LaVivda Massage at the Promenade. And one of the many things that you do is you provide massages. And we talked about different types. We talked about Swedish Massage, which is basically one of the gentler forms of massage, right?
Correct.
And
Correct.
then you said there was deep tissue, and then it also often gets confused with what?
Deep tissue and deep pressure
Deep
are the
pressure.
two. Eight out of 10 people that walk in my door say, hey, I want deep tissue massage.
And they don't really want that.
They don't, because when the therapists start the deep tissue, they're like, that's too much.
And the great thing is because it's not a machine that's working on these people, you
Correct.
could literally switch
Absolutely.
mid-massage, so to speak.
That's what the good thing about LaVivda is, that every single session that we have is customized. People don't typically come in and say, hey, I want just a Swedish session. They'll say, I was working in the yard and I hurt my back and I pulled a muscle, but, nothing else really hurts. The therapist can do deep tissue, neuromuscular, Swedish, and Thai all in one session. And it's one price. We don't charge you anything more for that.
So you can literally switch from minute to minute.
Absolutely.
Well, I might have to visit this place. What do you think, Aaron?
Sounds
Aaron,
pretty good.
let's hear from you. What's the social media breakdown?
Yes, sir. If you have a question regarding therapeutic massages or would like to request a future topic, follow us on Twitter at Woo Fitness Doctor, or like our page on Facebook at WU Fitness Doctor, or you can reach out to us via email at woofitnessdoctor@wingate.e.
Nobody does that better than you. That's awesome. All right, let's continue our conversation with Brianna Barbee from LaVivda Massage. Okay, let's talk about what else you folks offer. Tell me some of the other things outside of massage that is therapeutic in nature that you folks offer at LaVivda.
We do a lot of energy work. We kind of go towards the metaphysical side too, which a lot of places that are membership based.
It sounds
stay
like
away
a philosophy class I took in college.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
We metaphysical.
We get a lot of questions about that. The most energy work that we do is it's a form of energy work called Reiki, where it's actually where you channel energy through your higher power, whatever your higher power is.
Do you light a candle in this situation?
You don't. Actually,
Okay.
what the therapists do is they are actually, and you don't have to be a massage therapist to do Reiki, but
Got
you
it.
are trained to specifically be able to manipulate the magnetic fields that surround the body. You being having a PhD in sports, understand that you can feel heat.
Yep.
If there's something coming from the heat, you can feel it sometimes a foot away. What the therapists are essentially doing is they are manipulating that force field to be able to take some of that heat away.
I'm a little confused. That's pretty understandable, though, right? Okay, now,
It is.
so is this popular at LaVivda?
It actually is. I have
Do you
people
do
come
this?
in. I don't. The owners do it, and
Okay,
I have
got it.
several other therapists that do it. They sometimes, if people have, if they're going through a divorce or very serious physiological problems or even emotional stuff.
It sounds like emotional as much as anything.
It is. Instead of having someone put their hands on you, the Reiki is more. You don't actually have to lay hands on the individual. You're just manipulating that magnetic field, and it helps to balance the body.
Got it. All right, the internet and the lights here in the studio are starting to line up, Aaron. We got a question
people are wanting to know about
massages. they want to know about this.
Yes.
In fact, they might ask a question or two about what we just chatted about. But what do we got?
We have BreeFree_33 from Twitter asks, Brianna, your website mentions metaphysical modalities. What exactly is that?
Is that what you were just talking about?
That's a lot of it. The Reiki. We also sell healing stones. Stones have certain properties.
Did you just go out in the parking lot and grab some rocks?
No,
That'll
we
be
don't.
$45 for each rock, please.
Certain stones
Healing
that we have,
stones.
like amethyst or peridot or leopardite or things like that. They hold certain properties because of the atom. But because of the actual
chemical
compilation
content.
of the stone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And so they hold certain energetic properties. And so you can actually place certain stones on different parts of the body and they can realign chakras.
I've seen pictures of this and maybe
Yes.
even like a video of it as
Yes.
well. Again, not as popular at places like LaVivda, but
Correct.
it's something that people come into. Now, how did they originally hear about this, you think?
I think a lot of it
customer.
with the internet has gotten, has
Given
more or less
great exposures to
yes,
stuff like that.
absolutely. Louise Hay was kind of the founder of a lot of that, of the metaphysical and making it mainstream. So it's not the main thing that we offer at LaVivda, but it's one of the services. We do a lot of facials. We do a lot of waxing. The energy work is just one more thing that we add to our menu of services.
And a facial is basically a gentle massage to the face and neck, right?
It's essentially it's a cleaning property. It actually helps to, the therapist does a specific, or the esthetician helps to do a specific kind of massage that actually helps to tone and lift the face depending on the products that they use.
Got it.
We also do microdermabrasion and microcurrent, which is unusual for membership-based places. So we go way above and beyond what typical massage centers do.
Okay, there's probably a few things we didn't talk about. What other services does your place of business offer, and maybe even that is standard at another therapeutic massage place?
Two of them that are most popular would probably be reflexology and neuromuscular therapy.
Reflexology. Let's talk about that one first.
Reflexology is using the hands or the bottom of the feet as a map of the body, and they essentially different organs correspond to different places in the body, and there's energetic meridians based on Asian medicine that run up and down the body. When those areas of focus get blocked, when that energy gets blocked, it has to be manipulated in order for the energy to flow correctly. So by manipulating the points on the bottom of the feet or the bottom of the hands, you can actually unblock these energy areas and help the body actually heal itself.
Got it. And so generally when people come in for this particular form of therapy, there's some emotional and or physical problem that they're dealing with.
Absolutely.
Is it both possibly?
Absolutely. We have people that have what we call emotional releases on the table all the time. You know, you'll have people that will go into laughing fits. You'll have people that will break down and cry. And
well,
at
that's
that
because
point,
you're touching the bottom of their feet. They're going to go into a laughing fit.
And it's reflexology essentially is an extension of acupuncture, and it's just without actually putting the needles
putting
through.
the pin in, yeah, or I should say the needle. Sorry. All right, and let's talk about what is the most popular. Like the number one reason why people come see you folks at LaVivda is what?
Deep tissue neuromuscular. Those two things, because Americans, the way that we work is different than any other country in the world. We overuse our bodies. We don't take care of them like we should.
Absolutely.
Only recently has the trend of eating healthy and paleo diets come into play. People are starting to realize that massage is not a luxury, it's a necessity.
Interesting.
And so it helps. It's more preventive maintenance instead of just coming in once a month and feeling good.
Okay, so that type of massage, and then what would be the second most popular?
Swedish. I would get a lot of Swedish people that come in that say, you know what, I got 3 kids. This is the only time that I get away for an hour.
And then that's when you say no more. Sit down in that chair.
That's exactly right.
Like you need 2 hours worth
That's
of
exactly right.
Deep tissue massage.
That's exactly
so
right.
What percentage of the folks that walk through the door come in for some type of massage? 60, 70% maybe?
Probably close to 80.
Oh, is that right? So
Close
it's
to
almost
80.
everybody who walks in the door. Okay, and then you mentioned off air about corporate chair, right? Was that the term?
It is. It's called corporate chair.
Explain what that is.
We do corporate chair events where we actually go to, companies will call us.
Yep.
Like what's really popular is attorneys, CPA firms, radio stations.
In April, CPAs, right?
Absolutely.
Very much so,
People
yeah.
that are overworked and don't have a chance to leave the office to actually go get massage. So we at LaVivda actually will send a couple of therapists into the station, set up in a room, 10 by 10.
Bring this chair,
Bring
right?
our chair, a special chair.
And this is the chair where you basically, your face gets buried into a
Correct.
pad, but you're still allowed to breathe.
Correct.
And you said off air, it's basically $1 a minute, right? 15 minutes, $15, and $1 million bucks worth of healing.
They've done studies. You can get actually 40% more productivity after if somebody goes back to work, even if they're tired and feel like they want to have a glass of wine and go to sleep, they can go back to work and actually can get 40% more done because their clarity and their focus is better. Massage actually releases dopamine and serotonin. And so by releasing those chemicals, it actually helps to clear out all the mess that we have in our brains with the stress.
Yeah, it gives us a certain level of peace.
Correct.
And
it decreases cortisol.
Absolutely. Awesome. And cortisol is what's known as the stress hormone.
Correct.
Decreases that and then releases these hormones.
Good.
Yeah,
Yep.
feel-good hormones.
Yep, absolutely.
I think we need to talk to our boss at Wingate University and have the corporate chair. Maybe in here.
That sounds like a good
Why don't we do that here?
I'm on it. I'm on it. You let me know when.
Now, just out of curiosity, how often do these folks call you and say, bring in the corporate chair?
Sometimes
once a
I
month,
get
maybe?
once a month, especially during CPA
But it's
time.
a regular thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So every
Absolutely.
April. Too bad it's not tax month every month. But also, I figure if you could get this out to all the working moms or the stay-at-home moms even more so, you guys would have more business than you could deal with.
We go to small insurance companies that have 4 or 5 people in it. We'll go to a veterinarian's office. We do a lot of nurses and teachers. We actually last week just went to Thomasboro Elementary and did a huge event there where we actually did probably 50 chair massages on the teachers.
For the teachers.
For the teachers. Because they need it.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, so many times I come home, my wife is a stay-at-home mom and we have babies 3, 2, and 1, right? And from now on, I'm going to come home and say, I think you need a corporate chair. And in fact, she would very much appreciate that.
I bet she would.
Well, I will share. The reason you and I met is I came in to buy a massage for my wife, who I think so desperately needs it. And amazingly, she has yet to use it. And it's not because she doesn't appreciate what you guys do, nor it's because she's so busy.
That's exactly right.
3, 2, and 1. It's, at the end of the day, when we put him to bed and you guys are still open, I think, I always say to her, and she goes, no, I'm just going to mellow out.
Yeah.
Maybe if they could come here. So maybe we can work something out like that.
Sure.
It's awesome. Have you ever had a therapeutic massage?
No, sir, I haven't.
Aaron?
After this,
it's time.
I need
It's time.
It's definitely time. It's definitely time.
It's definitely time. After the summer and the internship you're doing and this show and everything, it'll be a great way to re-energize yourself and do the hot stones while you're at it. And the Reiki.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Reiki.
You need all this stuff,
I need
man.
all that. Just roll it in one. You say you can switch them in 15 minutes.
You can.
Yeah,
I can add hot stones onto your session, and we can do Reiki. We can do everything.
I want to have it so it's all done at the same time. I can feel it, and then I'll be able to run that crazy marathon from London to Paris.
London to Paris. Swim the English Channel.
Another question for Brianna.
Speaking of hot stones, Tony Tone from Facebook.
It sounds like you made that up.
Hot stones. I'm trying to read it. They just
just
crazy
said it.
social media type is ridiculous. How do you use hot stones, and do they have healing power?
The hot stones are actually, I love hot stones. I'm one of the biggest proponents of hot stones out there. But what we do is we take hot stones that are actually made from basalt, which to the layperson is lava. It's essentially cooled lava. They hold a very high degree of temperature, and we heat them to about 130 degrees. If the therapist can hold the stone in their hand,
it's okay to put it on the person's body.
But what they do is, you've probably seen the pictures out there where it's
they're always black.
woman.
They're kind of smooth stones.
And normally the stones are laying on the person's back. We don't do that. What we actually do is we massage with the stones.
Okay, I like that.
So we actually, the stones are holding a very high temperature. They're holding about 120 degrees, but because the therapist is constantly moving them, it's allowing them to be able to give what we call a thermotherapeutic effect, and it allows the therapist to work deeper into the muscle without using more pressure. It is incredibly detoxifying. Our clients love it.
Now tell me this, how long does that stone stay above 100 degree temperature? Does it hold the heat fairly well?
It does.
And what type of rock is it?
It's basalt, lava.
Basalt. Got it.
It is.
So it's been hot
lava.
in its past.
Correct.
It's true, it's lava.
It is.
It's used to being hot.
It is. So yeah, it'll hold the degree for about 20 minutes after you take it out of the heat source, and it will start to decrease in temperature. But at that point, then you can actually lay it on the skin, and you don't have to keep moving it.
Got it. If you folks are just joining us, this is The Fitness Doctor on ESPN 730. We're talking to Brianna Barbee. She is a licensed massage therapist from LaVivda and the Promenade, and we're talking all things massage and therapy. And we just got done talking about hot rocks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great. In fact, there's a place out in Denver called that, but I don't think they have any association with one another. We only have a couple minutes left here, but where do you see this field going in the next couple of years? Do you see it evolving and continue to evolve?
Absolutely. I've already seen it in the past few months. Being a therapist for 14 years, I've seen a great evolution in this area. So what I see is us moving more towards the healthcare field. We're starting to see some places that are actually getting to a point where they are paying for it through insurance companies.
Sure.
So it's definitely moving more towards the medical
So
modality.
more and more insurance companies are making this part of their policy.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you guys will be in good shape. But actually, it might be a logistical nightmare, right? A paperwork nightmare, the more that happens.
Essentially, what we'll
do right now,
is
you just go, give me $15, buddy.
Essentially, what we'll do is we'll hire someone to do that. Just that.
Got it. My guess is that it will continue to evolve because it has evolved so much just since the time you got into this, 14 years ago?
Correct. And then it was started, we have records 3000 BC of where massage was actually used. So it's going to keep evolving.
I think you've educated a lot of people. You use a lot of words that I don't even know the meaning of, but those people can go on the internet or they can go on their machine that they have in front of them that can get on the internet, does crazy stuff. They can find out all information.
Please do.
I want to thank you for being here, Brianna.
It's my pleasure.
Folks, we want to thank you for tuning into The Fitness Doctor here on ESPN 730. We have to conclude the show at this point. And remember, you don't stop playing because you get old. You get old because you stop playing. Join us next time on The Fitness Doctor.